in London.
I'm Dr. Songxuan Ke. I have been practicing Chinese medicine in England for more than 30 years. Is Chinese medicine accepted here? We come to England as a first stop to show and explore.
In downtown London, next to Hyde Park, the Mandarin Oriental Hotel quietly stands. This is the hotel where General Secretary Xi Jinping stayed during his official visit to the UK in 2015. It has been open in London for 20 years. At present, the hotel is undergoing a large-scale renovation. With this opportunity, the GM of the hotel, Mr. Gerard Sintes, can realize a genius idea.
When we decided to renovate our spa, that's when we said, yeah, we need to have a traditional Chinese medicine consultation room. Of course.
Not simply on a back street, on a corner or something.
Definitely not. I mean, the whole where the center will be located, it will be totally renovated.
The international five-star hotel that once hosted the heads of state and countless celebrities will set up a Chinese medicine clinic. And this hotel that is ready to blaze the trail is located in the United Kingdom, a country that advocates old traditions. In the midst of surprise, I can't help but guess, is this just a gimmick or is it really serious?
I want to look at it. Get excited.
Absolutely. So we can go this way. Behind that door, behind that would be the entrance of the spa and the well-being center
and the
traditional Chinese medicine center. Provide other services in the spa which are also related to the well-being, the wellness concept. When the hotel renovation is finished, we will have 600 people working here. We will do presentations to all the colleagues. What is traditional Chinese medicine? Overnight, you're going to have 600 fans, or ambassadors of traditional Chinese medicine, which is great. I think we will be the pioneers in London, for sure.
One of the first one.
On one hand, an international five-star hotel opened the world's first Chinese medicine clinic as a symbol of cultural heritage. On the other hand, the famous Black Forest region of Bavaria, Germany, has a formal Chinese medicine hospital with clinic and an inpatient building, which is an eye-opener. We must know that such a well-equipped Chinese medicine hospital is unique in Western countries.
Now I come to Germany, Bavaria. This is a small town, it's called Princeton. And in this town, there's a famous Chinese medicine hospital, has been here for 27 years. This is the only hospital in Europe which has been recognized by the government, medical authority, and the insurance. So I just want to know, how can they be here using Chinese medicine and recognized by the very strict German people?
We are always full. We have a waiting list, and it depends, but maybe 8 to 10 weeks. But if it's very necessary that somebody must come in, then sure, then we tell to other patient, okay, you must wait longer. We have a very urgent case, and then it's maybe 2 or 3 weeks.
In the early 1980s, Mr. Anton Staudinger's father visited Beijing University of Chinese Medicine with the recommendation of a Chinese friend. This trip to China made him very excited. As a successful businessman, he had a sharper business intuition than others. Therefore, when other Germans still thought that Chinese medicine is as mysterious as witchcraft, old Mr. Staudinger had already begun to put his thoughts into action. His goal was not just to open a Chinese medicine clinic, but to set up a hospital. After several twists and turns, in 1991, the Kotzing Chinese Medicine Hospital finally passed governmental inspection, got authorized license, and opened for business.
We are integrated hospital. For the control, we get Western medicine. That we can look what kind of medicaments he takes and so on. And then we want to have as much Chinese medicine as possible and as much Western medicine as necessary. This is the basic. And now we are also psychosomatic hospital. This means we have then now 4 kinds of medicine. Psychosomatic medicine, traditional Chinese medicine, normal Western medicine, and very important also, lifestyle medicine. This means it's like Chinese Yangsheng.
Very good.
Feng Shui garden.
Feng Shui garden.
Yes. But now it's winter, you know. In summertime it's more beautiful as now.
So all the patients do Tai Chi, Qigong here?
It's a part of the therapy.
Yeah, it's all.
Everybody must do this twice a day.
Everything is a therapy. I agree with you.
The Kotzing Hospital, with a history of nearly 30 years, has been refurbished several times. Now the hospital is fully equipped with separate outpatient and inpatient departments and rehabilitation center. Every morning, president of the hospital and attending physicians will personally meet the patient for follow-up consultation. After the consultation, the treatment group will prescribe, and the Chinese medicine will be decocted by the hospital pharmacy.
So you see in the kitchen.
All the herbs have been cooking here.
Yes. You see there here is this.
The name, yeah.
The name or the bed number of the bed.
In addition, massage, acupuncture, physiotherapy, and even small kitchens, fitness rooms, and cinemas are available because the hospital's managers believe that ensuring hospitalized patients enjoy a happy mood is a good part of the treatment.
Who pay for the treatment?
This is very special that all treatment here in the house for the stationary treatment will be paid by insurance.
It's very unique. 1 or 2 as far as I know, by the country insurance pay for that in the whole Europe.
I think that outside of China there is no hospital where Chinese medicine is paid by a stationary treatment. Because normally then there are some country also in East Asia, they have hospital with traditional Chinese medicine, but normally they have in these countries you have to pay mostly yourself. Then it's only from state insurance, maybe they pay 20-30%, the rest you have to pay yourself out of your pocket. In Germany it's like so that 100%. If you are insured in Germany, then 100% will be paid by insurance.
Germany, on the one hand, is known for its rigorous global reputation. On the other hand, it has the only Chinese medicine hospital in Europe with medical treatment costs covered by insurance in full. In the case that there is still some controversy about the science and safety of Chinese medicine and drugs, such contradictory situations occur for 2 reasons. First, some treatment methods of Chinese medicine, such as acupuncture, have been proven to be safe and effective in treatment in pain and some chronic diseases, and no side effects have been found. Second, it is caused by the special German tradition.
I would say there's a lot of scientific background for acupuncture, a lot of international studies with very good results. Yes, the patients are fascinated about it because we have very good results. So about 60 to 70% say they have middle to very good effects. And these are not normal patients. They have been everywhere, different hospitals, and then they come to us, and then they say they're very surprised that we have a very good effect.
we do have a special German feature that is a lay practitioner. We call it Heilpraktiker. It's a special feature that people are able to treat and do diagnosis even they are not physicians, but in a very restricted way. But anyway, this has a long history, about 120 years.
Since 2004, only acupuncturists who have been specially certified by the Physician Association in Germany can apply needles to patients. At present, there are about 16,000 certified acupuncturists, all of whom are formal doctors with Western medical backgrounds, excluding wellness physicians. Many of these acupuncturists teach in medical schools, and Chinese medicine and drugs, along with them, have caught the attention of medical students.
They want to be treated with both approaches, a high scientific based mainstream approach and an, let's say, alternative, and we would say complementary approach. The medical students were very interested in this different kind of approach. I started at the Ludwig Maximilians University, it's the bigger one and the older one, and then I changed to the Technical University of Munich. So these are ordinary medical faculties with a high standard, especially in cancer therapy. It was not really, let's say, easy to bring these new ideas into the medical faculty. Of course, there was a lot of opposition and doubt.
Opening a Chinese medicine clinic into an international chain 5-star hotel, or simply opening a large-scale hospital, is an excitement for Chinese medicine in overseas development. But objectively speaking, such successful pattern is difficult to copy. At present, more well-developed Chinese medicine practitioners are moving their clinics away from Chinatown to the high-end communities, where more local inhabitants live. Reasons behind it are that many times patients have to pay on their own for Chinese medicine, and the price is not cheap. So overseas Chinese are more willing to receive Western medicine covered by medical insurance. Dr. Song has been working in the largest Chinese medicine hospital in London for 10 years. His patients are basically foreigners, including English, German, and Italian.
私疗嘛，就是说他得付费，因为英国的 NHS 它不需要付费。中国人的话，一般不想在这方面花太多的钱，这方面的消费的话，总得在中产以上，他们才愿意来看中医。
Not only do the patients mainly be Westerners, but the number of foreigners who practice Chinese medicine overseas is gradually increasing. These Western medicine practitioners who have professional qualifications in pharmacy, nutrition, sports rehabilitation, etc., have gradually strengthened the ranks of overseas Chinese medicine practitioners. Romanian Alexandru is one of them. In 2008, after graduating from the medical school in his hometown, Alexandru was admitted to practice medicine in family medicine. After 3 years as a general practitioner, he came to the UK, studied Chinese medicine for 5 years, and even went to Beijing University of Chinese Medicine for further studies.
Yes, I do work in the hospital. I'm currently leading the acupuncture team and maternity service and pain management service. We're getting along quite well with every staff there, and over the years I think we've become quite an important part of the teams there, whether it's the maternity team or the pain management team. We are seen as members of the team. We're not outsiders, we are within the hospital.
Alexandru's colleague, Nurani Gulshan, is an Indian who was a dietitian before she was exposed to Chinese medicine. Today, she happened to catch colds, so after receiving the Chinese medicine training certificate, she prescribed Chinese medicine for herself.
Because in the UK, people get a lot of colds because it's a very damp country. We don't have enough sunlight, And the lifestyle is very damp oriented, damp heat. And so what it is you want a formula that's going to induce sweating, that's going to force the pathogen out of the body. It's going to get rid of a bit of dampness and then harmonize all together. I think Western medicine is very disease focused and TCM is very person focused. And I felt that it was really able to understand the body holistically. And when you understand it in that way, you can understand all kinds of implications of disease.
Romanian doctor Alexandru and Indian doctor Nurani Gulshan, they all work at Asante Academy of Chinese Medicine. In fact, single-handedness is the most common situation among Chinese medicine practitioners opening clinics overseas. 1 or 2 doctors take care of a small place with 2 or 3 massage and acupuncture rooms, and they can live comfortably. Asante Academy of Chinese Medicine is a rare case.
中医临床水平其实跟国内比呢不差的，
不差。
为什么呢？因为就在我们这里呢，第一个你在临床上是一个全科的医生，他没有像国内分科那么细。在这基础上呢，还有一个要求呢，就是说，我们在这里不允许用任何西药、激素或者是剧烈的药物的，比如有毒的动物呀
，100%的中医，
纯中医，这样子呢，就要你的医疗水平呢，就辨证论治、用药处方特别的精准。种种原因。迫使我们在英国的中医呢，如果你要能够生存下来呢，首先呢，你的医术呢要非常的纯真，医术水平呢是真正能够运用中医药一草一针能给病人治好他的不仅仅是普通的病，甚至疑难杂病，也要用我们纯粹的中医的这样古老的医术来帮他来解决问题。
In the eyes of Westerners, Chinese medicine practitioners have their own talents. But they don't have much ambition. They don't do scientific research, they don't write books, and they don't try to get Chinese medicine into the mainstream of the West. Even in overseas Chinese doctors' community, they rarely contact each other. They tend to work on their own and feel happy to just make a living.
不再开刀了，过了，不改了。搞那么大干嘛呀？只是累，病人是看不完的。
I'm in doubt if people just are educated in TCM and are working in their own. Many of them are doing a good job, but I don't think this is really the future and the development we need. We need collaboration and working together. Yes, I think this is the only survivalance or chance to get into a good future. Otherwise, we will not have a future.
Unlike the low-profile Chinese medicine practitioners overseas, foreigners who practice Chinese medicine in the Western medicine world are very enthusiastic when promoting Chinese medicine. They are not only doctors, but also ambassadors of Chinese medicine.
Right. So glad to meet you. Good to see you. Long time. How many years now? More than 10 years.
We are more than 10 years.
Exactly.
I think 15 years.
15 years now. Exactly. We're all getting grey hair now.
Yes.
Dr. Lucio Sote has lived in the small seaside town of Civitanova in Italy for most of his life. In the yard of his house, hundreds of beautiful olive trees thrive, and a variety of flowers blossom. His wife, Nancy, loves cooking and has excellent cooking skills. The couple takes delight in entertaining their friends with authentic Italian cuisine.
The best Italian food. Yes. I want to see Italian food best. Wow. More than this.
Dr. Lucio Sote graduated from the Faculty of Medicine of the University of Bologna. He became a certified anesthesiologist early in 1980, but he has always been interested in Chinese medicine and has been studying it. Later, he became the first doctor in Italy to perform acupuncture treatment for patients in regular hospitals.
I was an anesthesiologist, so I began to practice acupuncture because I would like to use acupuncture for anesthesia. It is difficult to understand. Some doctors don't believe to acupuncture. In the last 20 years, we made a great work in this field to diffuse Chinese medicine and acupuncture.
Dr. Lucio Sotte, an Italian who could have lived a leisurely life like a manor owner, has never stopped in the past 40 years since he fell in love with Chinese medicine. In addition to going to work in 2 separate clinics, he also teaches students and writes articles. So far, he has taught more than 1,000 students and written more than 40 books on Chinese medicine.
I think that man is working between sky and earth, and can be harmony between sky and earth if we want that man has health. I think that man has to understand that the life can be better if the situation inside between people and between the harmony of the earth and land is better.
Pursuant to the Italian law, only a doctor can apply a needle. This means that you must have a Western medical qualification before you can practice Chinese medicine.
Our school in acupuncture is the biggest one in Italy. My school was founded in 1986, and now we are a big association, about 650 medical doctors.